Proclamation in recognition of the Simsbury-Granby Rotary Month. Whereas, for more than 110 years, Rotarians have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to find ways to better our world, with the Simsbury-Granby Rotary one of the many clubs across the globe made up of dedicated people who share a love for community service and friendship, coming together at meetings, events, and to work on projects as a way for members to strengthen connections to friends and neighbors with a commitment to improving lives. And whereas the investment this group of dedicated volunteers has had in our community is immense. They raised the initial $10,000 for the memorial pool construction, donated the first racing shell to the Simsbury High School crew team, funded construction of the Simsbury High School athletic field press box, built the refreshment stand at Memorial Field, helped fund construction of the Performing Arts Center shell, and raised money and donated hard work for the beloved Rotary Park Boundless Playground that has been entertaining families in our town center since 2002. Whereas the River Run has been an iconic event in Simsbury since 1995, attracting runners from all over to participate in both 5Ks and 10Ks along our scenic river and country roads, with all proceeds going to various groups, including college scholarships for Simsbury and Granby High School grads, Food Share in Bloomfield, ABC House in Simsbury, and many other Rotary-assisted nonprofits. And whereas the club has been providing funding for the children-friendly food pantry, where the Simsbury Community and Social Services Department purchasing kid-friendly foods, where at each cheese day they give out kid-friendly food packed for each family, with the height of the pandemic showing the greatest need, but continuing to help our local families to this day, helping to secure funding for this program. And whereas this proclamation only scratches the surface on what this group has done and plans to do in the coming years, for which we thank them all in advance for improving and working alongside the town of Simsbury. And now therefore I, Wendy Maxtutis, First Selectman of the town of Simsbury, do hereby proclaim and recognize this as Simsbury-Granby Rotary Month, to highlight their passion for community service and acknowledge all the work they do to improve lives, not just here in Simsbury and Granby, but worldwide.
Thank you. Good job.
Here you go.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Simsbury-Granby Rotary Club, we accept this proclamation and we look forward to having a very strong relationship in the future. Thank you.
All right, good job.
In 2021, the Rotary Club decided to build a boundless playground right here in Simsbury on this very spot. The town donated the land to this endeavor, and it wasn't one or a few people, it took many people for us to bring this all together. We were successful to bring the town and corporations and foundations, local businesses and citizens together, and with all of that effort, we raised both in cash and in kind over $350,000 to put this all together, and that was 22 years ago. Over the last 20 years, the club, our club, Rotary, has continued to support the playground on an annual basis with helping repair and with maintenance, and we will certainly hope to continue to do that as we head into the next decade. And we will work with Tom and the town to oversee that, and with the potential for this playground to be renovated in the next 5 or 6 or 7 years. We hope as a Rotary Club to be part of that effort, to be able to not only support, but hopefully to be able to contribute funds towards that. And I would say the greatest pleasure that many of us have is watching all the children come down and play here extensively, and to watch the kids, the parents, and the grandparents enjoy this playground, and hopefully they will for a long time to come.
Well, Mark, we're excited. As you said, the playground's going to be replaced in the next 5 to 7 years. We're hoping within 5 years we'll have a safe and vibrant playground to continue to attract the community members here to Rotary Park. It's been a great working relationship between the town, the Culture, Parks and Recreation Department, and the Simsbury-Granby Rotary Club. We're excited. We're going to be soliciting community input for the design of the new playground, what people want to see here, what they like best about the current playground. And we'll take that input and work with our creative team and manufacturer to come up with a playground that we think everybody's going to love for the next 25 years.
Yeah. So the Rotary Club would like to thank all the people that helped us put this together and continue to support it. And hopefully we'll be on board in the next couple of years when the new playground is designed and goes into production and is built. Thank you.
I was very hesitant to join Rotary, sort of introduced through Cheryl Vincent, and was a little, it was morning meeting, 7:15. I'm not a really early riser, so, and I really didn't understand what Rotary was about. So I joined many years ago and found that I had found a real community, a real home for what I wanted to do with my philanthropy and also how I wanted to give back to my community. And I found it was, not only did I find a community of really good friends, but also so civic minded. So I found that if I was interested in serving my local community, there were many opportunities. If I thought more broadly and wanted to serve outside of my community, sort of the greater US and things like that, there was also opportunity for me to do that. And then finally, even more excitingly, is that internationally, globally, I could be part of a community there that was trying to make this world a better place for all. From ending polio to water supplies for people, to the pollinator pathways here, to this playground that we're hoping to help renovate again or upgrade. So there were so many opportunities. And on top of that, if you're interested in your own project, bringing your own project, it's something that we're willing to support and look at. So it really is a home, it really is a community, and as I said, it's just global, it's not just local, and there's so many opportunities for us to serve.
Hi, my name's Dawson Teft. So I actually grew up in Granby, so I got to, as I grew up, I kind of just saw the signs around town and really didn't know what Rotary truly meant. So then a colleague of mine, Mark Mitchell, said to come to a meeting one day, and I didn't really know what it was about. To me, I thought it was just a networking opportunity for us to get around town. But as I joined the club, I got to realize that there's some great individuals here that are just all like-minded and really want to just put our efforts together to help the community and just help what we can do to give back to those in need, and really met some great people throughout the time so far, and yeah, can't think highly enough of it, so thank you.
All right, my name is Pat Sullivan. I'm the current president of the Simsbury-Granby Rotary Club, and I'm with two of our esteemed members of the club, Sandy and Charnay. And the question I have for both of them is, what was your opinion or thoughts of Rotary before you joined? And now that you've been a member for a while, what's the difference and what do you feel about Rotary? So Sandy, I'll have you go first.
So I've lived in Simsbury for 25 years, and my kids have played in this playground. So I never knew what Rotary was. And I had a friend of mine who said, you need to come in and kind of explore and give back to the community. And I'm excited to be here. I've started the DEI committee at our club, which is really important and valuable. But yeah, it's been wonderful to meet some great people and to enlighten people on diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Good, thank you. Charnay, your thoughts?
Yeah, so my story comes really full circle. I was awarded a Rotary scholarship back in high school, where I used to live in Stamford, Connecticut. And when I was awarded the scholarship, my guidance counselor told me a little bit about Rotary and what it was all about, but I had forgotten about it over the years until I was contacted by one of the members here, Alma. She saw an article about me in the Valley Life paper, and she invited me to come to a meeting to speak. And I came and I spoke, and I immediately loved it. And my perception originally was that I really didn't know what to expect, and I was pleasantly surprised. So I came to a few meetings before I decided to join, and I'm so happy I did. Our family is still kind of new to Simsbury. We moved here in the summer of 2019, and I'm just happy that I found a community here with Rotary, being a new member to the town.
Thank you very much. Excellent. Hi, I'm Pat Sullivan, president of the Simsbury-Granby Rotary Club, and with me is Prasad Menon. And Prasad is here to talk about what Rotary is doing and has done around the world.
Okay, thank you, Pat. You already said I'm Prasad Menon, so I don't have to say it again, but I did. Anyway, just want to let you know how popular this park is. I was at the Latimer Lane School with another Rotarian colleague from Avon Rotary Club, and we were there to distribute dictionaries to third graders, about 80 children there. So we asked them, do you know, we had the Rotary sign, do you know what this means? Everyone raised their hand and said, that's a park. Okay, so that's how popular this park is. On a global basis, we are involved. Rotary is involved in 200 countries, 201 actually. We added Vietnam to that global family. And we have been improving the communities by educating children, helping mothers and little kids by improving their health, and building peace all over the world. Because Rotary, about 19 Rotarians wrote the charter for the United Nations, and the Rotary has a permanent seat at the United Nations, and the first Saturday of November is the Rotary Day at the United Nations every year. So we are so much involved in building peace, and we continue to do that for the last 117 years, and we will be doing that for the next 200 more years. Thank you.
Good job. All right.
There are many, many wonderful organizations in this world, but eventually you're going to be joining a club. Let me tell you about this club. I was president last year. Whenever we had a project, people raised their hands, said, we're going to do it. I would call once, I say, how's it going? They said, fantastic. As president, I had the most wonderful experience because everybody in this club steps up to the plate, they do their job, they do it with a smile. And lastly, in the 16, 17 years I've been with the club, I have never heard a word against another member. This is a club that really believes, is it fair? Will it be beneficial to all? And is it the truth? And this is the way this club operates. I would suggest that you look into our club, not only for the benefits to the world, but for the benefits to yourself. Thank you.
Funding for Simsbury Community Television is provided in part by contributions from viewers like you. Thank you.